feel like my outfit looks really funny because like I'm sitting cross-legged, and I feel like on camera looks like I've got like some freaking yams, but in reality,
Does it look like you have
is
yams?
not. Yeah, like because they look like tight.
Oh, I
they
guess
look
that's what
like
you're
the
saying,
shorts
yeah.
kind of look like tight, but if you realize they're actually sweat shorts, and
which are the
they're
best
not
kind of
tight,
shorts.
really. I'm just kind of stretching them out a little bit. Oh man, these intros never get old. These intros, of course, for SMSoup. What? What was that?
I was just thinking about the last time we had a really solemn intro.
Oh no. No. Fooled ya. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to SMSoup, the number one podcast with soup in the name but not in the brain. I'm Spencer.
I'm Shelby.
And today, and always, we're here to take you on a journey through life and its biggest questions, like, waiter, how is the soup made? Shelby, this is an exciting episode.
This is going to be a wild one.
Yeah, we're ushering in a new era that you may or may not have understood from the beginning. We are becoming taste tubers.
Wait, what did you want to be like an episode or two ago? You wanted to be like product reviewers or something? Didn't you want to do that? Yeah, because we were talking about when we were talking about reviews and 5 stars.
Yeah, I think so.
You were like, can we be a review channel?
Yeah.
So sorry. Anyway.
That's not what we're doing.
That's not what we're doing.
That's kind of what we're doing.
Kind of. But not quite.
Not quite. So it's gonna be exciting. We're
is.
we're talking about the trip that we just had.
Yeah.
And just to get out of the way, exciting update on the writers front.
Yeah.
Is that they agreed to a new deal.
Yeah. The writers.
Actors have not yet.
Correct.
SAG-AFTRA. They're still on strike, I believe, if I'm understanding.
Yes, I also believe. That's exciting, though.
That's very exciting. Very exciting update, especially for two people who
have been talking about it for haven't brushing against the subject for a month now.
Yeah, and we literally we watch TV and movies all the time.
We love writers and actors and creatives.
Yeah. Yeah, all
They're
creatives.
what makes the world go round.
They're what keeps most of us happy. So, or they're a part of the larger entertainment industry that keeps, so many of us happy.
I stand by what I said.
Shelby, how you doing?
I'm good. It's been a really long week. Really long.
We can get outside and we can dance around like nobody's watching if that's what we got to do.
Yeah. Yep. But things are good.
It's good.
We just came back from drinking a little bit, which we said we weren't gonna do for a while. And we lasted for we only got 2 drinks, but that was enough.
We got a drink and a half each.
And it already felt like a lot. But no, it's great to be back. Very excited. I know literally no one cares, but I was so excited when I came back and I checked my little compost and my compost smelled like dirt. And to most people that means nothing. But to the few who might understand,
it means everything.
It means everything.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. How are you?
That wasn't me trying to brush it off.
I really have nothing else to say.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, we came back from a trip. That's another journey that we can keep updating on.
What?
Yeah, we agreed. Well, I said I'm not going to drink for a while. You never really said whether or not you were also going to do it.
I don't really need to.
You don't need to drink or you don't need to stop?
I don't need to drink.
Right.
I'm good with a break.
Because we just came back from a vacation where we drank a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And we went out somewhere tonight. So it was use it as your cheat. But basically I think the main thing is not having stuff here.
Yeah, at home.
So that we're not really doing it like as casually.
Yeah. Which tends to dwindle when it's not really summer anymore anyway.
Yes. But just from how much I felt like I at least drank during the summer, I wanted to try and like be more mindful and actually like cut back.
Yeah.
So I plan to only do it like we have a wedding coming up. I plan to drink there. Probably just like one or two.
Like events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if we're like going out with people, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. You know, I can stop whenever I want. No, I mean like.
Yeah, I hear.
Because again, there's nothing wrong with going out and not drinking.
Right.
But it's like kind of like the little like, oh, it's my little treat.
Yeah.
For while I'm out.
Yeah.
And if I can turn it into that again,
right,
I think that'll be good. So
I agree. I'm on the same page.
On
the same page.
And honestly, like wine, which I know is your thing, but like getting a bottle on like a Friday, crushing it over the weekend, but not having it for like during the week. And like a bottle of wine is like what, 4 glasses? So between 2 people,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So I feel like doing that every now and again.
Yeah,
but like staying away from getting a case of something, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with that. I could use a break.
Yeah.
The goal is to eat a little bit healthier.
A little bit healthier.
Which I think pretty much we've been a little pasta heavy lately. But otherwise, could like probably just go back to what we were doing. Because yeah, on the trip we really just ate whatever the hell we wanted, which is good. Had a great time. But my body was like, holy crap. Chill out.
Yeah, totally. But this was our first week back from a trip, and we were talking about how it hits you hard.
It freaking does.
Monday morning comes around, especially because Sunday we spent about 10 hours in a car.
Yeah.
So Sunday comes back around, or Monday comes back around, and you didn't take Monday off because you thought you were coming home Saturday, and you foolishly thought that because you don't know how to look at a calendar or like look at dates.
Yep.
And so then you don't come home until Sunday, and you're not back Sunday until 7 o'clock, and then you have to work at 9 in the morning.
Yep. It was a long week.
It was.
A long week.
It was. Very long week. It's Friday as we're recording this.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, the energy is down. It's an all-time low. But I really am looking forward to this weekend, and so that's why I wanted to kind of get this out of the way. So we're still going to deliver the most entertaining as possible episode. It's not going to be the most entertaining. I mean, we've had better episodes.
Probably.
But we're still going to try and be as entertaining as possible. Which all we're really doing is, don't fall asleep. All we're really doing is we're going to talk about the trip.
Yep.
And we're getting into a new segment.
I'm so scared.
We have a box of Josh Early candies, which is just like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
That is like plain Russian roulette with yourself.
Yep.
In the most like safe form, unless you're allergic to chocolate or nuts or anything that might be found in chocolate. Then it's just like Russian roulette. Shelby, you're not allergic. But you don't like most like chocolate combos outside of like just plain chocolate.
Chocolate and peanut butter.
Chocolate and peanut butter. Are you okay with like chocolate nuts? Okay.
Only if they're like peanuts.
So the fun of a box of chocolates.
I was told this box was for me.
Right, because you are the sweet tooth between the two of us.
Right.
You like chocolate.
I do like chocolate. I love chocolate.
Chocolate.
Which is really funny because if you would have asked me most of my life, I would have been like, I love dessert. I love this. I've realized I really only like chocolate. Like, I've really only liked chocolate. So I always get really excited up in the front when people are like, oh, I've been gifted a box of chocolate like this probably like 3 times in my life. And every time I get really excited, I open it and I immediately go, I remember why I hate them.
Because you take the first bite and you're like, motherfucker coconut.
Yeah. Because I hate most things mixed with chocolate.
Like mixed with chocolate.
Yeah. I genuinely want just the most standard milk chocolate, maybe a dark chocolate every now and then, bar of chocolate.
Yeah.
Like, that is what I want. That is what makes me happy. So these are, for me, the worst thing in the world because I get really excited and then I'm immediately let down and upset that
And I don't think there was like there's no sort of like Warning.
Which is which?
This is what you might be biting into.
No.
So I thought it would be fun because I am fine with most combinations.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be fun if every week until we're through this box, which is like, this is
Gonna
a
be a
good
bit.
box. So this is going to be a good segment for
It was
probably the
really-
rest of the year.
It was really funny though because I was given this box while you were in Miami, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna have myself some chocolate."
Yeah, one piece.
First one I ate was peanut butter filled, which I felt so lucky.
You were like, oh my God, Josh Early, your candies.
I was like, this might be the luckiest moment I've ever had. Second bite, straight coconut.
Yeah.
I left the other half of the coconut in the container for Spencer to eat when he got
And
home.
like I got home and I was like, oh, I can't wait to try these. And like the first one I had was like chocolate and like caramel.
Yeah.
Love it. Great.
Ugh.
And you hate caramel.
I hate
So
caramel.
I popped in. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, that is the best one for me to get. And
Yeah.
then very quickly realized all of these are going to be the best one for me to get unless
Yeah.
they're just chocolate.
Yep.
So, but anyway, so we thought it would be fun to do, yeah, like 1 or 2 pieces probably a day because per episode, because it'll probably equate to each of us having roughly a piece of chocolate because
I'm probably not
you're
gonna
going
eat
to
any of
bite it
them.
and you're going to let everybody know what it ends up being.
If I
and then
already
I'll
got the
finish
peanut
it.
butter, there's no way I'm gonna like any of these other ones.
There might be peanut butter,
There might be.
but I'll finish it. Or it might just be straight chocolate.
Maybe.
And I'll finish it. If you don't like it, if you do like it, you'll finish it. And we'll like, I don't know, we'll keep a tally on like how many full pieces of chocolate you're able to eat. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
I-
like the new segment.
Really hope it's not mint. That was really bad.
That was really bad.
This was actual like toothpaste mint.
It was.
So I should pick one.
Yeah, go for one and hold it up to the camera if you can.
I'll try my best. All right, we're gonna go for a bar one versus like a nub one.
Okay.
See what? Maybe that means it's like a wafer. Maybe I don't know what's popular in chocolate boxes. This is gonna
And it's like, do you think this is dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
maybe dark.
I think it's dark.
It looks like dark. So yeah, it's like a 2.5-inch bar basically. I'm gonna try not.
That's
chocolate
not
camera.
2.5 inches. I may have gotten you to believe that that's 2.5 inches. That's not 2.5 inches.
Was it marshmallow? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That might be caramel. Oh, no, I think it's like, I don't know what that is.
Do you like it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Is it toffee?
Maybe. It's so gooey. I regret this. It's so gooey. No, ew.
Sorry.
My fingers are just
Ew,
covered.
yeah. What the? Your body temperature is like what temperature?
Boiling.
Yeah, what temperature does it need to be to melt chocolate? Because holy fuck, how did you get? Ew, how are your hands that messy? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. That was definitely dark chocolate. Because for a second I was like, is that like espresso on the end? But I think that's literally just the dark chocolate. Do you need to spit it out? I think that was toffee. Are you gonna throw up? Are you done after one?
Yep, I can't eat another one.
Okay, that's fine.
So sorry. This is
No.
not going to be fun for
No.
anyone.
Hilarious.
I hate the flavor. Yeah.
Any more than when you pulled them? That was disgusting. Oh my god.
I swear I just have those hands. I have child hands. But
Your hands are always sticky.
yeah, they
Get out of
are.
here. No, they aren't. Your hands are smooth.
I just washed them, you idiot. I'm saying when I touch anything food, I swear it is on every surface of my hand.
That's so true. When we drive, we always have like our driving snack is normally like Doritos or Cheetos, flaming hot Cheetos.
Hell yeah, they are.
Shelby manages to somehow have dust on every single finger, like pinky included, which is never needed for grabbing anything.
Just in case. They have a backup.
Meanwhile, I only ever, and like they get coated for sure because those chips and foods are disgusting. But I only ever, it's my pointer and my thumb are caked. Sometimes my middle finger has a little bit of dust, like a crime scene amount of dust. Like, oh, ooh, who could have done this?
A crime scene amount.
You know, like just enough that it's like, we got our man.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow I look over at you, and yet you literally did. You eat like a fucking toddler.
I literally, my hand is like in a claw, and it's somehow like there's dust in my palm, and like
It's also always the way you eat shit. It always gets caked under your goddamn fingernails, which is so disgusting.
Yeah, this is a really. There's no need for me to say this, but when we
I'm gonna throw up.
When we went up for the cruise, we ate flaming hot Cheetos. I had Cheeto dust caked in my nails for probably 3 days.
That's so gross.
I kept scrubbing at it. I couldn't get it out.
It's amazing. Anybody loves you.
I agree.
That is insane, dude. You're
Yeah.
so gross.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, I love me too.
You're my best friend.
I'm my best friend too.
Say it back.
No, you're my best friend too.
And
I love you.
all right. Say it serious though. Say it like you mean it.
I hold all of my love.
Why can't you just seriously say you love me?
I love you.
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 All of it.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Games to play. All right. So
We did one chocolate. We talked a lot. It's already been almost 20 minutes.
0 so far. 0 pieces of chocolate Shelby's been able to choke
That was
down.
disgusting. When I was left with just toffee in my mouth, I almost spit it out in the sink. Because it was just gooey. I hate when things stick to my teeth.
Love it when it sticks to your hand.
Love it when it sticks to my hand. Which there was a little there was a big thing of toffee sticking over my finger. I don't know what it is. My skin just attracts everything.
Maybe do you think you have that like disease?
Be a little more descriptive. Maybe. No, probably not.
I was gonna make a bad joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe don't.
So there's one thing. It's like called like hyperhidrosis. That's
Oh,
when your
I don't
hands
have
get super
that.
sweaty.
I don't have that.
No, I know.
I'm sweaty, but I'm not that.
But there is something else that's like semi-similar,
Okay.
where your hands and like any sweat that comes from your hands, which are your hands normally clammy?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they?
Yeah.
Shelby, we've been
Dating.
married for 4 months.
You think you know a person.
I feel like your hands are not clammy.
We've been dating for 4 months. Wait, we've been married
Yep.
for 4 months.
We haven't
We've
even
known each other for at
We've
least
been married
6
for 5.
months.
We've been married for 5.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, yeah. My hands are pretty clammy. Like already sitting here.
Yeah, you should touch my thigh.
I'm already kind of
Not without
clammy.
asking. Yeah, you are.
That's
You're
what I'm
disgusting.
saying. I'm a pretty, as I'm sitting with a blanket on.
No, I'm a little cold
I'm
too.
a little chilly, but I'm sweating everywhere. I don't know what the fuck we were talking about.
We went on vacation.
Yeah, we did.
We went on a cruise.
Yeah.
All right.
The
So this was your first cruise.
It was ever.
It was basically my first cruise.
Yeah.
I technically went on one when I was like...
Wasn't it like low key? We went with 2 friends. Wasn't it like kind of all of our first cruises, especially as adults?
Yes.
Like where we were setting the tone of what we wanted to do. Like,
I mean, it was all of our first cruise at least since 2008.
yeah, like young child.
Mine might have been around then too.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Right. So 4 people going on basically their first adult cruise. But yes, mine as a whole, which me going was a bit of a test drive.
Yes.
Because I have pretty bad motion. I have probably pretty bad motion sickness. I don't know what the scale is.
I mean, you get
but
motion sick from watching first-person games.
yeah, like videos and video games can give me motion sickness. And like I can genuinely vomit from watching one. So that's probably considered pretty bad. But like my nightmare is watching Hardcore Henry. I'd bomb it without a doubt. But
I
anyway,
wonder if we can do like a simul stream where we like where we watch it, but like we don't like, and we just do like commentary, and like you can like sync it up as another viewer with it, but we can't actually show it. Like we have to say like we're pressing play now, and then you can put us over top of it.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like it doesn't even sound fun to watch that for the possibility of getting sick in the end. Because there are plenty of things I go to watch that I don't think I'm going to get sick. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I need to lay down right now.
Am I out of focus or are my eyes out of focus?
Your eyes just might be out of focus.
Give me a second. Keep talking.
Or it's because you're slightly behind me. You are slightly out of focus.
I am.
I can't tell. Like there you look more in focus.
Good stuff.
Want to scoot your chair forward?
What if I just?
Room?
Yeah. What if I just?
Scoot forward a little bit. Anyway, so yes, I have pretty bad motion sickness. Was the point of that? So it was a bit of a test run, because I've been on. Of course, like everyone's like, it's a big boat though, and yeah, obviously I know that. But I've been on not a cruise, but I've been on everything from like fishing boats to like little sailing boats to that. I've gone sick on some, not on others. I don't really have an exact count. So it was a bit of a test. Thankfully, I didn't get sick.
No.
I did feel drowsy. Like I felt very like dizzy, spacey. Yeah, spacey was the word I kept using. I did feel that for like 48 hours straight pretty much. But once that passed, I genuinely felt fine. Like apparently I just have a very big like transition period.
Which I don't think that's really, I think anybody could get that from.
Absolutely.
You go from your normal day of you never feel the earth moving
right
from underneath you, though it always is.
Facts. But yeah, that was
suddenly, at all times, you are in some form of motion.
Yes.
It's a little weird.
It is weird, yeah. But yeah, that was all I felt. Although I will say it took me quite a while to stop feeling the effects of being off the boat.
Yeah, we both had that getting back here where like we even got out of the car and like went grocery shopping real quick.
Yeah.
And then got back to our apartment, and it was only then once we like were putting stuff away and kind of like slowed down a little bit and we're just standing that we both kind of felt like
we were like
equilibrium was
yeah
off.
we felt like we were still supposed to be swaying, which I will say like yeah, we got off the boat and like you probably could have felt it at any point, but we were so like go for basically 10 plus hours straight about like just worrying about getting home that like I feel like there wasn't even time to like pay attention.
Yeah, to like stop and actually just be sitting and thinking about it. Yeah.
But yeah, so all was good on that front. But obviously in terms of me being to another motion sick person, like you'll be fine, like I could never.
It's such a crap
so
shoot.
Person to person.
Yeah.
I could literally never confidently say that.
Right.
But yeah, what were your thoughts on the cruise as a whole?
I mean, overall, I think like cruising is definitely a relaxing sort of vacation. From the standpoint of like everything's kind of figured out for you.
Yeah, it's very, I guess, in a lot of ways, like low risk.
And overall, like the entire thing is super low key.
Yes.
Like you just kind of spend a lot of your time like laying and bopping around and.
Yep.
So it's like, you know, it's chill.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, it's like.
It's kind of it.
Yeah, like it's fine.
Yeah.
I
would say we went into it with the perspective of we probably knew we weren't going to feel like this is our thing. And I feel like we came out feeling that way.
Like I think everybody I think if you are sitting there and you're like, I think I want to do a cruise. It's like, okay, I think you should.
Sure.
I think you should try it. I don't think everybody should try it. If you can sit there and confidently say, I don't think I'd like a cruise, then I don't think you should try a cruise.
No.
I don't think going on a cruise is going to change your mind.
It's going to convince you. No,
and like maybe
not.
It would, but
probably not.
I think if you're like kind of open-minded to it and you're like, I think it might be something that I like, or like, I'm just unsure, then it's like, yeah, okay. I think you should take the chance because I think there's definitely a path / type of person who it's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
and like you absolutely can get your money's worth, and yeah. But yeah, I think we both kind of came out of it where we were like, I'm happy we did it.
Absolutely. It
I
was a
had
lot of fun.
Great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I am also like, I am good. I don't need to do another cruise for like a while.
Yeah.
Like a long time.
Like if even ever, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it being good again. Like we keep talking about how like you can do those cruises around like Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Or to like places where it's like hard to it's already hard to get there.
Yeah.
In the first place. So like going by boat makes it easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like so like islands for the most part.
Yeah.
Like it's Mike and I were just talking about it and I forget where he said, but it's somewhere in Europe, I think, where it's like it's either an island or on like a peninsula or something where it's like it's all like you're already gonna basically have to go by boat.
Yeah.
Where it's just like
that's
it makes
the
sense.
Way to go.
Yeah. And so like I think for like hitting like a lot of different places and stuff like that, I think it's really good. And I like see the value there. Personally, I would rather go and experience like a bunch of different countries and stuff like that for a more extended period of time to then be able to be like, man, I'd love to get back to like, I know Paris wouldn't be one of them, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like you're like, man, I wish I could
would go back to Portugal.
Yeah, exactly. Or like this place in Spain or like just Spain in general. But like I didn't get to the coast, this coast or whatever. Or like I really wanted to get to whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Where it's like I want to get back there, but you get to a point where I'm the type of person where I want to go somewhere. Like we went to Costa Rica. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go back to Costa Rica.
Right.
Not because I didn't think it was amazing and not because I don't think people should go there. It's simply from the fact of like, realistically, you only live so long. Right. And like, I want to try and go see other places and new places before I start to double up on another place. Mm-hmm. There's obviously exceptions to that. Like we've been to Cape and Lopin or whatever, like a trillion times.
Right.
Because over the summers and stuff, it was like an easy place to get to. Yeah. So like that's different. But like Costa Rica is not easy to get to.
No.
It's not hard to get to, but you know what I mean? Like,
a lot more planning involved.
A lot of planning. Exactly. And it's like I want to try and get to a bunch of other different places. And once I get to a point where I can confidently say I got to most places that I wanted to, then I'll get to a point probably where I'm like, I wish I could go back to this place. And yeah, getting a 6-hour window to quickly get off the boat and go there and go there and go there and go, you know what I mean? And go to 4 or 5 different places is going to be perfect.
Right.
Because like otherwise I can't do a week to all of these places again. I only have 2 years left, you know? So that's just one way to think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that's probably when I'm like 47.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I also kind of like you saying like wanting to experience it. I mean, this is all obviously personal opinion because you could disagree with everything we're saying. I also just see the lack of time in a place and what feels like a lack of like personal choice when you're in said place. Like technically you can leave and go do your own thing, but
you run a lot of risk.
You run a lot of risk, and it's just different. Whereas I'd much rather just be like, what interests me when I'm in a certain space, and like what sounds interesting and what like has been recommended based on like these random places I went and like someone who recommended it. Like that shit happens all the time when you're traveling.
Yeah.
So it's just like you can't get that experience when you're cruising and kind of stuck to a very strict itinerary.
Right. And what I mean by run like a lot of risk, it's simply from a time perspective.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The way you got to think about it is you have a 6 p.m. flight.
Yeah.
What are you doing before that flight?
Right. No, literally, yeah.
You wake up at 10 a.m. What are you doing before that 6 p.m. flight?
Freaking nothing.
Right?
No, absolutely.
That's literally getting off the boat.
Yeah.
You get off the boat at 9, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
You have to be back on the boat by 4:30.
Yep.
It's literally like a flight is going to leave.
Yep.
In like one sense of like thinking about it. And that's the only time you get. Whereas theoretically, if you're flying out of a place, you were probably just there for 6 whole days.
Right.
Or whatever. Or a long weekend.
Yeah.
You had the time. It's not like that was your only 6-hour window. So there's like other ways to think about it, because obviously when you only have that window, you're gonna try and do whatever you can, but it's gonna feel rushed most likely. Whereas when you are able to give it like more time, you're able to do like, and I think this is what you and I normally like to do, where it's like you do the vacation that is relaxing and on the beach or by the pool or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Sitting, reading, stuff like that. And then you also, when you're in a single place, you can do the vacation that is like go, go, go. Like, we're here, we're hiking.
Yep.
We're here, we're
Doing this
driving
excursion.
over
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
So yeah.
I agree. Honestly, the thing, I guess I shouldn't have. I felt like being on a cruise, it was just endless people watching. Like, that's what it felt like was. It's not the best part, but for entertainment purposes, was one of the most satisfying parts of being on a cruise. Of just like, because you are in an overall condensed space with a lot of people from who knows where. And you are just, and it's cruises, at least I presume this is pretty much all cruises. They are all but all inclusive, like all but, like a lot of shit is included. And so it brings out,
Characters.
oh boy, does it bring out characters. And cruising is, I kept equating it, which I don't really mean this in a negative or a positive way. When someone, it's like its own group of people. It's like, I kept being like, you know how like Disney adults are like Disney adults? It was like cruise people are clearly cruise people. Like they just
There is
like,
a type of person.
Yeah, there's just a type of person. And again, I don't really mean that in a good or bad way.
Not everybody.
No.
Not every adult who goes to Disney is a Disney adult.
Right. And not everyone who does a cruise.
Most of them are,
not everyone who does a cruise is like a cruise person.
But most of them
But
are.
you could just tell some people were cruise people.
Like, and then you hear you hear somebody go like, oh yeah, this person's going to be on this ship for 3 weeks. And I'm like, no.
I couldn't.
No way, dude.
Okay, the cruise we did, it went out of New Jersey, which required all in all like 3 days to get to the Bahamas.
2 days.
Well, we were in Florida in 2 days.
The Bahamas are.
But I'm just saying,
Not
like,
far
we weren't
from-
in the Bahamas until day like 3 or 4.
We could have been in the Bahamas in 2 days.
Well, regardless. Okay, it takes 2 days to get there. Regardless, you're on the boat for 2 days, just going down. The weather was thankfully okay.
Well, that was good.
But like imagine like what that weather could be at a different time of year. Like, can you imagine? Like, it'd be freaking cold still, and you're just like waiting to get south for it to like warm up.
Oh, definitely. We were on the cusp. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, we were on the cusp of that.
Yeah. So you're literally on the boat for 2 days. Every port day where you get off is just one location per one day, and then you're back on the boat for 2 more days. To do that 3 times and not just be like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go to the Bahamas for like 2 weeks if that's what you can afford, 3 weeks if you can do the whole thing, is insane to me. Is literally, you are spending so much time just traveling on the boat.
And the redundancy of it.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing, which like, sure, you can do different excursions if you want, if that's important to you. That is insane to me.
And I mean, any vacation, honestly, and this is probably really bad that like I can only vacation for like a week before I'm kind of just like ready to be done.
I mean, not necessarily.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what's good for you.
3 weeks?
Of again, the same shit.
Right, I would be dying.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And like, again, I enjoyed everything we did, but I can't imagine repeating that 2 more times. Being like, all right, let's go back. Like exactly what we just did. I can't. I literally can't. Can't imagine
that's
it.
Wild. So anyway. Best part, worst part?
Best part was endless food. Because I love buffets. I like buffets like once a year. I get really into it. And then I'm like, but the whole time I know I'm not really getting great food. I'm just getting a lot of food. But there's something really satisfying about that. But so that was great. I ate so much food. Worst part was definitely just like the occasional, like, just horrible tourist treating people horribly. I wanted to like crawl into a hole and die watching that happen because it's like literally happening right before you, and every staff member is just like having to keep a smile on their face as it's happening. And I'm just like, I hate everyone.
Yeah.
Which that's gonna happen everywhere. That's not obviously a cruise thing, but there's a certain attitude when something is like all inclusive vibes.
Yep.
That is very like, someone's supposed to do this for me. And it very closely teeters on a line that is just like too far.
Yeah. I know we've been like beating the one story, but if I could
absolutely, why not
tell a different one?
Oh, sure.
The one day we were like on the beach and we went up to the bar that was there.
Yeah.
And it was you, myself, and our friend.
Yeah.
And we were standing there. And the one worker was like really nice. He came over, he was talking to us. So we like were chatting with him a bit, and we were talking about like he had like a tattoo. Our friend has a tattoo. They were kind of like mini bonding over that, right?
Yeah.
And he was just super nice guy and like really nice to talk to. And there was this woman who came up to the bar who was FaceTiming. Like, I just don't understand what you're doing.
I'm in shock by the amount of people we saw FaceTiming on vacation. And I mean like not just like, ooh, look at this. It's like
there was a woman who you commented, you were like, I love your outfit. And she kept walking, and then she goes, oh my God, thanks. And then she was like, I'm watching my son's tryouts or something like that.
Yeah, like hockey tryouts. Yeah.
You're what? Ah.
I know.
Ah, I hate that. Anyway, so we were at the bar, and she's like on FaceTime. Thankfully, she had headphones in. I don't think I could hear the person.
I don't think I could either. I think you're right.
And then she like, so she's there, and she's not like getting anybody's attention. And then she goes, did you hear me? And that caused the one person who was making drinks to kind of like quick turn.
Yeah. And
be like,
what?
And then she was like, oh no, I'm on FaceTime. Like, I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay. And then we all laughed about it. We're like, ha ha ha, because you seemed like such a fucking bitch for a second there. And it's so, thank God you're not. And then we were talking to the person about their tattoo, stuff like that. He was super nice. And she had been holding her card out. And she was starting to do like that annoying kid who's like, I know the answer. And then the teacher's just like, Shelby. And Shelby's like, I don't know. And then the person's still like this.
Yeah.
And they're like, Spencer. And I'm just like, 4. And they're like, no. And the person's like, I still know. And they start to do
they hold their hand
they're
up
holding
higher.
their arm because their arm's so tired because they're a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
She was starting to do that.
She was between
to,
like flicking it around, like rotating her wrist and snapping it on the table to like make a clicking noise. She kept like jumping between the two, but she's still on the FaceTime.
Right. And she's like
which
talking
she
now.
literally said, like, I'm not talking to, basically being like, I'm not acknowledging your presence. I'm talking to someone. So in what world would someone think, let me walk up to you and interrupt?
Keep interrupting you.
Yeah. Like the thought process probably, I'm going to get off the phone and then order something, or say, give me a second, maybe put my phone down and then be like, okay, whenever you have a second.
She's like saying like nobody's like, and she's like waving it while we're talking to this person.
Yeah.
And I think he
definitely noticed.
He definitely knew. And I can't remember, was he the same person who she was like, oh, I'm talking to somebody? And then
no.
Okay.
It was the guy who was actually getting her drinks.
Okay. So regardless.
The person she acknowledged. The person we're just talking to is I say in quotes, helping no one. He's having a conversation with us. And yeah.
And I think that was frustrating her because like she was
Definitely.
parched.
Yeah.
She needed a drink. So anyway, he definitely knew.
Yeah.
And was definitely ignoring her.
Absolutely.
So then we were like,
Which to be fair, we I also would have been.
Right. We were like, it was great talking to you. We're going to go back, hit some waves. And so then he turns and literally tries to walk by her.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, me. Yeah. And I was just like, Oh,
leading up to that, as she's flinging her card around in the phone to her friend, but also definitely out loud, she keeps going,
nobody's
everyone's just
helping me.
walking by
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
No one's helping me.
I thought I said that.
Like, oh, I don't think you did. Maybe
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
But yeah, she's like clearly trying to draw attention to
Yes.
it, but like she's saying it to her friend.
Right.
But she's saying it right out loud.
Me as a worker, last I heard, you're not talking to me.
Exactly. Yeah, it was.
So when she was doing the
wild.
like me, I was just like, oh my God. And we had seen her like a
I
million other
literally
times,
think
so we knew.
I know. I literally went.
Yeah.
My jaw definitely dropped because I was
No,
like,
just-
I'm sorry.
All three of us were facing straight ahead, and she
And
was
then-
to our right, and we all just went,
because I would literally never. Like, what
bitch,
is
you're
wrong with you?
Mid-30s, maybe pushing 40. Like, chill, girl. What? fuck?
It was so
No,
painful.
me.
I know.
Owie.
Yeah. Anytime I'd see something like that on the boat, that's when I wanted to die. I
Just
couldn't
like,
do it.
Fuck off.
I know.
Yeah, people are nasty.
Really.
And that's the type of person I expect to cruise.
Yeah.
Like,
It's people who've gotten like too comfortable with it.
Karens.
Yeah.
Karens love
They've
cruises.
just gotten too comfortable with the level of like service.
Square rectangle, you know?
Yeah.
Not everybody who enjoys a cruise is
Right,
a Karen, but
right.
every Karen enjoys a cruise.
Yeah, I just saw like,
Wait on me, hand and foot.
yeah, I just saw some insane things happen. Like,
Yeah, we had another one. We'll save it for another. It's a good story that we can definitely get a lot of mileage out of, so we can save it for another episode.
just the amount of like little things, like I can't even begin to fathom like the logistics in like a cruise, like from a back end perspective. There are so many logistics going on. How to like, and so many people are trying to do so much in a day, and you have to like make it all fluid and work.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's a it's I don't know the right word. It's like it's like a living, breathing thing.
No, it literally is.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
it's literally to the point of like, not to keep like saying like Disney, but like
Yeah.
Disney is so impressive.
Yes.
Because there are so many moving parts
Yes.
to make your experience as magical as possible. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts. It's nuts the level of care and attention to detail that goes into these types of things.
Absolutely.
And yeah, cruise is like, there are so many moving parts. It's insane.
Yeah. And you can just tell everyone's held to like a very high standard.
Again,
And
like Disney.
Yeah.
If you ever like want to ruin somebody's life, go to Disney and say to a higher up that somebody didn't make your experience magical.
Yeah, it's so
that person
fucked.
is in for the worst day of their life.
Yeah.
If not fired.
Yeah. I can't.
And like you could tell that like that's how like some of
Yes.
these workers like,
yes.
because again we're the types of people that like, we just ordered pulled pork french fries, and the person repeated back, okay, brisket french fries, and then we ate brisket french fries. Like, we're the type of people who are just like, you can piss on us and we're probably not going to say anything. And I didn't finish like my entire
Yeah.
appetizer the one day.
Yeah.
And they were like, was there something wrong with it? And I was just like, no,
Right.
not at all.
Right. And they were like, no, you can tell us. And we were like, no, seriously, not that
I'm
hungry.
just a queasy little piss boy.
Just like not that hungry. Yeah, I know. It really, it's not like I was stressed because it's not like there's so much pressure that like we were having to answer for anything, but like you can tell there's a level of stress there that like it felt like when other people started causing problems, I was like, oh my God, like literally like, I hope this employee like doesn't get shit, or
Right.
like you're like that's immediately where your brain's
Yeah,
going.
100%.
Because you can just tell there's such a high level of like, again, like standards held, and just like when we were going on about like the moving parts and like all the logistics, and there's shows going all days and seated dinners and reservations, and like you could just tell the minute something was thrown off, whether intentionally, not intentionally.
Mhm.
So much shit is going on. I saw like people at customer service like throwing a fit about a time change in something, about
Oh
this
my
and
God.
that, about like a dinner table getting moved, and I'm just sitting here, I'm like, is it worth it? Like, is it worth it to sit here and like create that much of chaos? Like, I mean, for me, it's not. Clearly, for some people, it is.
It's one of those things where it's like, I get it. Like, you paid
Yeah.
for a vacation and like you want it to be amazing.
But also, like, what's not really happening for you? Like, really,
100%.
Because
100%.
as far as I checked, anything, and not like we needed anything crazy, but anything we asked for, they were like, absolutely.
I like the only thing that I can think of that I would like get upset about is like if I like preloaded like $100 and then they gave me my card and it only had $75
I mean,
on
sure,
it.
you'd
That
just
would be the
ask
only
about
thing
it.
I would probably raise a stink about.
Yeah.
And then if they tried to like explain to me why it was that way, I'd probably start to get a little mad because I'd be like, 75 is not 100.
Right.
But otherwise,
Right.
I just can't imagine. I just can't
Yeah.
imagine what you could possibly be getting upset about.
Yeah, I really can't either. And I could just like, and again, it's not like it was like, well, I mean, there were a lot of people. I was about to sit here and be like, it's not like it was every day. And I'm like, yeah, probably every day I heard something.
Every day we went down and we would get coffee at the one cafe, which was right next to customer service.
Yeah.
And every day there was a line at customer service.
Yeah.
And that could be for anything.
It could be. It
You
could
know,
literally be help
it could
for
be
digital
like,
things.
I wanted this excursion, but I accidentally booked this one.
Yeah.
Can you help me?
Yeah. It could be anything.
Could be stuff
but
like
there
that.
were plenty of days where we were like, something's going on over there. Yeah, it's just wild. I know we literally talk about it pretty much every other time. We're like, respect workers, you know, this and that. And like, it all just falls into that. We're like, I really don't have it in me to be angry enough about anything.
Right.
That
Again,
like,
it's just
like not worth it.
yeah.
Literally.
Is it ruining your day enough
Right.
that you need to ruin somebody else's day?
Right. Like truly. Literally, our friend spilled his drink, his like freshly made drink. And we were trying to find a way for us to clean it up because we didn't want to make like cleaning come out and do it. And so we were like, what should we ask for? Just like some paper towels. But of course, the minute they saw it, they were like, no, leave it. But we were like, no, really, we'll which is probably really unnecessary. Like they are there to like do their job.
Yeah.
But like we were sitting there like, we're the people who dumped it. Like we're happy to clean it up. It was just really funny. Will you give me a paper towel for a nondescript reason?
Yeah. I was like, you should have been like, oh, I'm really sweating. Do you potentially have a rag that would help clean up a mess or sweat?
So yeah, it's just a wild time. But all in all, it's a lot of fun. Definitely a unique experience.
So again, it's a good, like, if you want to just
try it,
relax and just try it. Yeah.
I do as a whole. It really was in the end so much more about just based off time spent, so much more about like being on the boat than like going anywhere, that I was like, is there a trip that you just like go out on sea and then come back and like don't even like go anywhere?
Like don't even stop.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we didn't need to get off the boat any of the places.
I know we didn't, but like I'm just like the idea of like we leave Jersey, we go straight east, do a big loop in the water, and we come right back.
I mean, that could absolutely happen.
Like I don't actually think that should be cruising because like obviously whatever, but I'm just I'm like that in my brain is basically what cruising should be.
Yeah.
Because to me, there's little to no point of like stopping at one place for a few hours.
Hear ya.
But that's my opinion. So you don't need to agree with it.
No, definitely not. Obviously. If
you like cruising, enjoy cruising.
All right.
But yeah.
I was like, hey, good episode.
Hey, good episode.
I was excited for this one.
I'm glad we didn't get... I guess I didn't think we were going to get ranty. But we've really told a few like bad customer stories over the week of people asking.
Well, like I said, we still have time.
Didn't want to dive into all of it.
So one other thing that I wanted to do, and again, this is kind of fitting the theme, is
we did see a stingray and someone thought they were going to get bit by it.
Again, Shelby, we can save some of these stories. God damn.
Sorry.
I mean, that was it.
That was it.
So the other thing that I wanted to do, but I just like, we just ate, we had drinks. I'm just like too full.
Okay.
We live in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Food Lion is down here.
Yeah.
And I, growing up and in my life, have continued to be a choosy mom.
Right.
Who chooses Jif.
Right.
And I wanted to do a taste comparison to see if I could actually tell the difference between Jif peanut butter and
Store brand.
yeah, like generic brand. So specifically, it would be Food Lion. So
Yeah.
if you have problems with Food Lion, you might be already thinking like, oh no. But my guess is generic peanut butter is going to roughly be the same across the board. So anyway, yeah, for another time. But I thought that could be another fun segment, is where we take things where we are consistently, which we don't have too many, but where we are consistently dominated by the name brand.
Yeah.
And if we find any that we have personally that are name brand instances, trying to see like, does the name brand give you that like advantage? Is it that much better?
Yeah.
Or can we try and switch to the generic brand? Because I think
That'd
that's
be
something that a
fun.
lot of people don't realize, that like we're talking about $2 probably per item.
Yeah.
Which again, you're probably like, it's $2, Spencer. If you like Jif peanut butter, get Jif peanut butter. Yeah, totally. But if everything you buy is a name brand, you could potentially be, I mean, like, if you spent $100 and you got 20 items, that could be $40 extra that you're spending on shit that, like, realistically is marginal. Absolutely. So anyway, I thought that could be fun too.
Yeah.
And it's going to be as we like find stuff that we like use. And again, we're actually, for the most part, typically like store brand types of people, or like generic brand people. Just because I think we've already found in life that you're really
They're pretty
not
much the same.
Yeah. But I get it. We all have biases and stuff like that. But I wanted to hold myself accountable, because I am still very much a Jif type person.
Yeah.
And so I want to try it and see, like,
I'm trying to think if there's anything I immediately gravitate towards getting. Honestly,
Ritz crackers.
Ritz cracker. Yes. I feel like at one point I used to get a store brand cracker. For a while there, I was getting Stop and Shop brand crackers.
Didn't we get Giant Eagle when we were in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think it's only because now we get them from Sam's Club. We get Ritz
and we get
crackers.
them in bulk.
Yeah.
Which is smart if you're going to do it. If you're going to get name brand.
Otherwise, I would probably get generic crackers. No, I realized I always get, which I don't even think it's that good. It's just habit that I get it. I always get Frank's hot sauce.
It's another one. But we also get that in bulk too.
Right.
So it's also the same thing in the surgeon. But does Sam's have a generic brand?
No.
Members Mark.
Not in food, though.
Members Mark?
It is Members Mark, but not in food.
They do in food.
Do they?
Yes. Is Members Mark Sam's, or is that Costco?
No, that's Members Mark.
What is?
Sam's.
I said or, and you said it is. You said yes.
Yeah.
Sam's is Members Mark. They 100%. What's the generic thing that they sell? TVs?
Like paper towels? No?
Yeah, they might. But I feel like they also do food.
Mark? I don't know. Now I'm take note when we go. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I like the idea.
I think it's fun. I think it's a fun idea.
I like it.
Members, yeah, they definitely do like coffee and stuff.
They do, yeah.
All right. So anyway, look forward to that. I'm too full.
Yeah.
I'm a full boy. I'm full.
You're a queasy little full boy.
I'm a queasy little full boy. All right. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Till next week.
Shelby,
take us out.
If you'd like, follow us on our own social media.
Terrible.
That is always listed in the
show description. Do you need to like go out? You gotta stand up, Shelby. Dance around like nobody's watching.
That's what I'm going to do next week. I'm just going to read that message as our outro. But anyway, until that outro, follow us if you'd like, or follow SMSoup Podcast on TikTok and Instagram. If you're listening to the audio version of this, you can listen to the video version on YouTube. Well, you can watch and listen to the video version on YouTube. And that is it.
Let's go.
Thank you. See y'all next week. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Games to play.